Hi y'all. So I am currently trying, and the word is trying to read the Ali Hazelwood problematic summer romance book. As you can see, I'm almost halfway through. It's hard. I don't know if it's just my mental state when reading this. This book is difficult to get through. It's not the most enticing book I've ever read. It's not the most well-written book I've ever read. I'm hoping it's just the start is kind of slow and it picks up. But I've been on and off reading this for almost a month. It's that bad. So hopefully I will get through a bit more of it. We shall see. Hi everyone, welcome to today's video where I talk about how kind of underwhelmed I was with this book. I don't even have it in my hands right now. How depressing. Hold on. It's just over here. It is problematic summer romance. It's the Ali Hazelwood kind of new summer romance book. This sucks. Generally, I find it so boring, kind of very underwhelming, and not what I was expecting. So I think I was expecting more of like a more messy romance. I think personally I'm just a little bit exhausted by the constant backwards and forwards of jumping time. So this book very much in particular has a lot of like current day, and then 2 seconds later goes back in time, current day, 3 years later, current day, 2 days ago, 3 years ago, like so much jumping around. That's so not necessary, like really not necessary. And it's really frustrating because, you know, we kind of know some of these characters. We know like the general characters around the edge of the story because they're connected to our other books, and it's really cool to see she's kind of making this like a universe of characters that intertwine and are more than just words on a page. But they feel so underwhelming. You know, she's supposed to be this like 23-year-old girl who's, you know, traveling Europe and is getting smashed and, you know, like just doing all of these things that what you would imagine 23-year-olds do if they had a shit ton of money and no responsibility. Fuck around and find out. She feels like she's set up to be this really messy, you know, loves older guys and, you know, wants to make her brother like stressed out but not like incredibly anxious, and just wants to like run around, stumble and make mistakes. But then you get to the story and it just feels so like, I don't know if it's just the tropes being used. I read most of the book. Like I read and maybe had like less than 50 pages left. And for the people who do not know me, I hate giving up on a book. It irks me something chronic because sometimes the ending can save a book, and this was so boring. I started reading this book back in like beginning of January. It is the end of February as of filming this. A book does not ever take me this long to read. It was so underwhelming. Something I just didn't have the capacity, energy, or care to pick up. Like it kind of stopped me from reading altogether, which sucks because I do like Ali Hazelwood's books. I think they're quite good, and I've made a couple of videos on some of her books, like Deep End, and I talked about the rest of them. They're good. And I liked the direction she was going with this book. I liked the messiness, the chaos, describing Europe. I think those are all cool elements. I think where it fell flat was the fact that it felt like she kept wanting to use the past as a way to build up reasons why she was in love with this guy. We don't care why. Like, you don't need to give us a reason. You can just be like, she's in love because she's 23 and a 38-year-old man she finds attractive because older guy gimme. Like, yeah, you can build it up by, even if it was just like, oh, it's my brother's best friend. Like, you know, he's never liked younger girls, he's only like older women or whatever. Like, there's ways to build it up without having to constantly go back and be like, oh, it's because they kind of had a thing, or because of this, or because of this random ass memory that lasts for like 2 chapters. It's like, we get it. She likes him, cool. He basically likes her, but hates that he does. You know, the jealous aspect of him, fine. You know, her being young and smart and all this stuff, cool. It just meh. Like, I'll read the blurb. Maya Kilgore is 23 years and still in the process of figuring out her life. Connor Harkness, if you know, you know, is a 38-year-old and Maya cannot stop thinking about him. It's such a cliche, it almost makes her heart implode. Older man, younger woman, successful biotech girl and a struggling grad student. Oh my god. Successful biotech guy and a struggling grad student, brother's best friend, and the girl he never, ever knew existed. As Connor loves to remind her, the power dynamic is too unbalanced. Any relationship between them would be problematic in too many ways to count, and Maya should just get over him. After all, he has made it clear that he wants her gone from his life. But not everything as it seems, and cliches sometimes become plot twists. When Maya's brother decides to get married in Tarmonia, she and Connor end up stuck in a romantic Sicilian villa for over a week. They are on a beautiful Arctic coast, between ancient ruins, delicious food, and natural caves. Maya realizes that Connor might be hiding something from her, and as the destination wedding begins to erupt out of control, she decides that a summer fling might be just what she needs, even if it's a problematic one. Ugh. I read that and, you know, it makes sense because the title's called Problematic Summer Romance. It just... like, I could not care less. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was reading it and I was really trying. The more I kept reading it, the more I just didn't care. It felt so much more about the past than it did about the present that I kind of just wish that she'd written an entire book on the past, even if it was like a novella, and then written a book on the present. That would make more sense. Or like have an intro to, you know, what's happening, and then spend a solid couple of chapters talking about the past, building it up, then go to present day and then finish it. It just... it just was so underwhelming, and it generally made me really sad because I was quite looking forward to this book. Like I said, I like a lot of her stuff, but it just didn't land. It just didn't land, and I think that's fine. I think it didn't land for me personally, maybe because I don't really like messiness as much, although I tend to live in a lot of mess, like dramas and stuff, but you know, kind of just see, I guess. I'm curious what you guys' opinion of this book. I just found it really underwhelming and kind of meh, but I'm excited because I'm reading a new book that I love so much and I cannot wait to talk about that, so you'll see that in the future. But let me know in the comments below what's your opinion on Ali Hazelwood's writing in general, and if you guys read problematic summer romance, let me know. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next book club. Bye, y'all.